In the words of Lex Friedman, we need more citizen journalists. And this series will tap into your journalistic potential. I promise. Women in art, breaking barriers. The women in art narrative, a critical examination. The discourse surrounding women in art has become a prominent theme in contemporary cultural conversations. This narrative, which aims to highlight the accomplishments of women artists while addressing historical gender disparities, has gained significant traction in recent years. However, subjecting this perspective to rigorous scrutiny is essential, challenging conventional wisdom and exploring the nuances and complexities underlying the subject. We shall embark upon such a critical examination, shedding light on the potential pitfalls and simplistic narratives, and engaging with the historical references and incisive analysis to provoke thought and further the intellectual discourse. Unveiling the complexity. To truly understand the presence of women art, we must acknowledge the issue's complexity. While it is undeniable that women historically face numerous barriers in pursuing artistic careers, it is equally crucial to recognize the countless exceptional women who defied these constraints and produced significant works. Viewing women artists solely through the lens of victimhood is erroneous, for it overlooks the rich tapestry of their contributions and individual agency. The historical landscape. In dissecting the historical context, we find that women artists have been active throughout the ages, though often underrepresented. From the Italian Renaissance, where artismia gentilicia emerged as a trailblazing painter, to the pioneering works of Rosa Bonheur in the 19th century, women have made notable contributions despite the odds. These examples challenge the notion that women's presence in art is solely a product of modernity, or it emerged exclusively as a response to the male-dominated artistic sphere. However, we must be cautious in avoiding a revisionist interpretation that simplistically ascribes gender-based motivations to every artwork a woman creates. Reducing an artist's work to their gender may undermine the complexity of their artistic vision, perpetuating a gender-centric view rather than focusing on the universality of creative expression, the canon and its limitations. One facet of the woman in art narrative involves reassessing the art historic canon to include more women artists. While diversifying the canon is undoubtedly a worthy goal, we must be wary of altering it for political correctness. Instead, the artistic principle should be determined by the timeless quality and impact of the work rather than gender quotas. Artistic merit should be the primary criterion for inclusion in the canon, irrespective of gender. However, by elevating the importance of gender over artistic excellence, we risk undermining the notion of meritocracy and inadvertently demeaning the accomplishment of women artists who have earned their place through exceptional talent. Resisting tokenism. A danger inherent in pursuing gender parity is the potential for tokenism, where women artists are included merely to fulfill a quota rather than based on artistic merit. Tokenism diminishes the accomplishment of women artists, casting doubt on the authenticity of their achievements and reinforcing gender stereotypes. Moreover, the focus on women artists as a distinct category can inadequately perpetuate the gender divide within the art world. By creating a separate narrative for women, we risk reinforcing the idea that their contributions are somehow lesser or different from those of their male counterparts. Instead, true equality should be characterized by acknowledging artistic excellence regardless of gender, eroding the need for separate narratives. Conclusion. In critically examining the women in art narrative, we must strive for a balanced approach that celebrates the achievements of women artists while avoiding the pitfalls of oversimplification and tokenism. By broadening our understanding of historical context, we recognize the agency and resilience of women artists throughout history. Simultaneously, we must resist the urge to create a separate, gender-centric narrative that may inadvertently undermine the universality and transcendence of art. Let us challenge conventional wisdom and appreciate women artists not solely as women, but as formidable talents who have contributed significantly to the artistic canon. By fostering an inclusive creative landscape that prioritizes merit over gender, we honor the legacy of women artists and ensure that their voices continue to shape and redefine the art world for generations.